To close out our 2019 Ford Escape, everything with the dynamic calibration went according to plan. We did end up filling the vehicle with fuel in order to adhere to manufacturer instructions as we saw in the scan tool. Even though we could not find them in the Motorcraft information, I have a feeling they might be in the wheel alignment information.
Okay, in order to do this correctly, we want to be able to put the right amount of fuel in our vehicle. Now we're going to put in about $40 worth, which is going to give us close to 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Our goal is to then redo the EM calibration according to Texas specifications. We're getting ready here to do this again. Unless this car's really bad fuel economy, it lied to us as $40 filled the tank. Okay, here we are. Our radar is aligning again with a full tank of fuel. We are not going to press confirm until we are actually done this time. Now we press confirm. Calibration was successful. We are done. If we want to check for DTCs, we can do that as well. Rerunning the self-test. Now running our driving test. First thing we want to do is set our cruise control at our present speed of 52. We also have lane keep enabled. You will notice if I go to the left slightly, it lets me know, and it does that by rocking the steering wheel. Remember earlier, our mode was alert. Let's see what happens. Coming up, look at it turn. Now it's yellow. It's advising me to keep the hands on the steering wheel. Let's see what happens up here. Once it loses it, it no longer has aid. In order for you to have aid, it has to read. And notice once it has aid, it also has those green arrows. Here we have a big sweeping turn. See how it keeps constantly losing it? It's very strange. I'm going to let off the wheel. See it recover by itself. Wants me to keep my hands on. There's the warning. Now let's see what it does here. Under 15 miles an hour, the cruise control cancels. There's your collision warning. To engage the adaptive cruise control, you have to start moving past 20 miles an hour. You should be able to hit resume here and have it pick right back up where it left off at 52 miles per hour at 2 bars of distance. Here's a good example of where ADAS is not great, but it worked better than it did the last time. He got out of the way much faster. The car was able to read it, react, and move on in about a second. Here's an interesting feature. When you override by stepping on the gas, it will let you know with an override text layer. When you let off the gas, the override text layer goes away. Here you can see once I touch it, it shows up. Once I let it go, it goes away. But this is all down in the cluster. Not very easy to look at while you're trying to drive straight. Okay, this stubbornly persistent code U3055-26 in the cruise control module has come back, presuming it has to do with the calibration. We are now going to clear it and drive again. Okay, all the codes are now clear. Let's cycle the key again. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000. Okay. Let us get ready to merge into traffic. We are turning our cruise control back on. We are setting our speed at 55 miles per hour, and we are setting our distance at the closest for the time being. In order to try and catch up to that trailer, I'm going to bump my speed up to about 65 to see how this cruise reacts to that open trailer right there. Bump it up some more. Here we have a 2019 Ford Escape reacting to a large open carrier vehicle trailer. Notice the speed is set at 71. The vehicle is maintaining 45 miles an hour and a 1 bar distance. Great example. They took off, cleared, and now we are going to get into the left lane and reduce our speed.
Now that we have completed the dynamic drive calibration on the 2019 Ford Escape, we are getting ready to put the contents back in the back and return it to its customer. I want to take an opportunity to talk about the calibration pricing and what's happening right now between insurers and shops. This is a prime example. Everything in this instance worked out. We didn't really have any extra work. Nothing was wrong with the sensor or the bracket. Nothing went wrong with the calibration. Things were relatively easy, quote unquote. But in order to make them easy, we had a lot of prep work. We had to read instructions from the tool. We read instructions from the manufacturer. We walked around our vehicle and did a pre-calibration inspection to confirm everything was there and in working order. We then went on to calibrate and everything worked out. This sounds nice and easy, but nice and easy is relative to the equipment we have ready. The equipment that it took to make this happen is extensive. First, we required a Drew Cardac Plus 3 programming box. We then required a Motorcraft repair information subscription. On top of that, the Motorcraft FJDS subscription. Both of those subscriptions are $75. We could have used an aftermarket scan tool, but do you want to take that risk? Using an aftermarket scan tool in this scenario may have presented challenges I was not ready to deal with, even though you do see me use them plenty of other times. Why didn't I use it this time? I've had problems calibrating Fords with aftermarket scan tools. When I have problems or when the cars are too new, I immediately go right to OE. That added $75 to the cost of this calibration. I then had to fill the vehicle with fuel. That was another $40. We're up to $115 in added costs just this once. The Drew Karnak box, granted you can use it over and over again, but that's now a $2,000 piece of equipment. The laptop we used is a $3,000 piece of equipment that is several years old, but it still cost us $3,000 when we purchased it. Our total time from start to finish was probably about an hour and a half. These insurance companies that are telling you this is only worth $200 or $250, if you equate that to labor rates going on right now, most of the shops in our area are over $160. You're working for free if you're working at their price. Keep that in mind. A dynamic calibration is not easy. It's easier when things work out. What happens when things don't work out? Keep that in mind as you go forward, as you do more vehicles. If you have questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a great day.